Perros, perros, perros.
Just
Friday
one
night.
before Lauren Brown.
Perros, perros, perros. Where you at? Perros, perros, perros. So that was, I think, a productive and informative drone review coming soon to a computer or telephone screen near you.
Yeah, this is like the golden age of NXT. Before Mauro got run off by Bradshaw.
Perros. All right, perros. Here we are once again. Not messing around this time. Big boy time, not senorita time. This one is for
Yeah.
we already did one for the people getting beards and it being okay because people should get beards.
All right.
All right. Huh? Oh. Huh? All right, perros. Whew. That was,
Hey, the Lyft driver, when I was coming over here, I was telling that fool that y'all own this, right?
Haha.
I bet.
You wanna catch
That
up?
fool was like, hey, if your brother is
Big
into that
chop
stuff,
perros.
tell them to go to Guanajuato. He's like, they have a big film festival over there, or sound festival, he said, in Guanajuato. And it's like I guess it's known.
Not messing around. Chug, perros. What do you want? All right, perros. Sorry for the interruption. I gotta take care of business. Sometimes business have to be taken care of because you don't want business taking care of you, perros. And here we are for, it's not a double, I think it's a
Can I say something?
one and a
I
half.
feel like I'm like,
Chug, because you gotta, it's supposed to make things exciting, You keep in the same, they get stale, they get boring, and you're like, oh, I've seen you do that trick before. What if it's a new trick, perros? You saw me pour full can on a medium size chug for the full one and a half chug. Maybe we'll do one. I guess if we feel the whole thing, it'll be a double. Or if it gets there, it's a one and a half.
I low key feel like you
Now,
you probably give
how
me a
fast
list
can one down and one and a half chug? I know you won't see this until probably a couple of days after this took place. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm back down, backed up. Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Man's gotta take care of business. Sometimes a man's got better things to do than be uploading videos. But this is, after all, for my record. So I always,
When I'm doing that, I'm like, oh yeah, and it's fun.
I always have that as my defense. This is for me before anybody else.
That one random ass bar that had karaoke that we took.
Yeah, because fuck it, alcohol is not bueno.
But they still have like
But
the
alcohol
fucking
in a
velvet
social
fucking
environment,
the lampshades and all everything there is still
gives you the excuse. Plus, to make the video and
the old Vegas.
fuck, am I letting now the making of the videos take over me drinking alcohol because I want to make videos? Or
Almost like
this is my addiction to this. It is the worst. Alcohol is the worst. It's my addiction to this shit. Was driving me.
I didn't want to go into one of
I'm
those.
addicted, therefore I'm thinking I'm doing the videos, so therefore I want to do the videos. I'm excusing the making of the videos so I can drink the alcohol, so I can satisfy my addiction. That is a good way to see things. Now, I would say if I were doing alcohol in any other, by myself. I think once you're doing this shit by yourself, once you need the taste or the feeling, because I mean, there is a feeling that comes with drinking alcohol. And sometimes it makes you more lovey-dovey. Sometimes it makes you more, I guess, relaxed, and it makes you a little more floating or whatever, floaty. And I guess sometimes I do feel the need to have that feeling when shit is a little crazy around. Cause shit's crazy all the time. But I've never had the need when I feel that to drink alcohol to make it, to feel there or to make the bad feelings go away. So far, thank God, knocking wood, that was wood right there because it's a wood table underneath. So I feel as long as I don't do this
There's that one punk bar that we go to sometimes.
on my regular time. I only do this in a social setting. I only do this in an event setting when there's people. That kind of social. Then
Bacon martini.
to me, shit. When you start buying it to drink it alone, that's when you have a problem. Do we have a problem? Am I judging people that do that because they need it? I mean, I'm doing it, so I can judge you. I'll be a hypocrite. And then you do you. These are just the standards that I set for myself. These are the standards that I set for myself to say that I don't have a problem drinking. Only, not judging on people who do it because that's how they roll. Some people just like to drink by themselves. I don't. I have to be with people, or else it's not the same. It's not the same if I'm just drinking. It doesn't feel the same. And I think I'm glad that I didn't get to that point when drinking is related to enjoying something. Like I can go to a concert, I can go to do things, and I don't need to be the bus. I need the bus to feel better. I don't need the bus to be like, you know. Actually, I don't think I'll enjoy it as much if I go to, let's say, a concert and I'm drinking. It's like I'm more about, in that sense, capturing it's always about filming. I guess my obsession is with filming shit. So if anything is to blame, it's my obsession with filming shit. I'm making a long video again, and I hear like people, people don't like long videos, people like short videos. You think you're Chugs. Because people are like, whoa, fuck, this is for me. Remember, this is for me. I make the long video, you watch it, If you don't watch it, then, fuck the police, Either way, this is for me. One day I'll watch it. There's some videos that I uploaded that I've never watched, and I don't even remember what happened that day. One day I will. This is crazy, I know I have to upload it because I said I'm gonna upload it because I'm gonna upload everything that I've taken ever since. There's more. There's probably like a year of worth of shots that I've not uploaded. That probably only in Messenger because I used to just share to my people in Messenger, to my group. But then I was like, no, I need to archive this shit. So I was gonna do GoPro chugs, but then I'm like, no, if I do GoPro chugs, I need to go to home and then upload it to. I know there's a way to upload it. It's easier, but I'm like, fuck, this is too complicated. Let's just film it on the phone and then just upload it to YouTube, and then that's the way I keep track of shit easier, But then it's like in my second account, so I still need to change accounts and stuff like that. Like, alright. Well, I digress. I'm drunk, probably. That's why I'm going in tangents. I'm going 9 minutes already, perros. 9 minutes, perros. Where you at, perros? Again, fuck Nazis. No, it's not. It's okay. I guess the only thing. No, even if you have the excuse like, you call everybody a Nazi.
Now it's like zero shit,
It's not that. People are doing this Hitler, doing that shit. Doing that shit. If you know anything, maybe you never graduated from elementary, you never saw anything, you never learned about the history of World War II and what the Nazis were. But they did that shit.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
I mean, it's hard to understand how people get to that degree, but we are living in a fascist society because when you see reality, it's reality, versus what they tell you what reality is, and you choose what they tell you reality is versus what reality is. Reality, facts are facts, you know? Your feelings are not facts. If a person does a Nazi salute, that is a fact. You can try to pretend it wasn't, blah, 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 but they did it.
I mean, I think
Or if that's controversial, it's police. If somebody kills somebody, that person killed somebody. Then again, you can say, what's the reason why they killed? Could have said defense, blah, blah, blah. Fuck, okay.
All the early Euro settlers.
I think this one is the one. Say they had a bunch of people, a bunch of cult members invade the capital of the US. Not only that, they filmed that shit. They film it.
But for some reason, like they weren't.
They say why they're there.
They weren't hearing them.
They say they're there because their cult leader told them to be there.
Other people, like they left, like
You see them beat the cops.
so they had to be.
You see them put gallows to hang the vice president because he didn't
That's why.
so. Is it like in
do
a sense
what their
then,
cult leader tell them to.
way back then?
You see them all that wild.
Because by my travels,
You see the violence. You
I
see
mean,
all that
telling me
shit.
that in a sense, then
And then they tell you, no, that was
raising each
Antifa.
other. And that's how we just came about.
But then they tell you,
and that's how we
once
came
all
about,
Antifa gets arrested, no, they were patriots.
flags and all these colors started
I guess they were fooled by Antifa. What the fuck is Antifa?
Either
Everybody
they were
gets
raising
pardoned
each other or
because
they were having sex.
they were not Antifa anymore?
I mean, that's just how things happen, you know.
I mean,
Well, yeah, that's where we're
It doesn't mean-
traveling now.
facts is
Because
these
Sam-
motherfuckers,
Sam did his
traitors,
country,
terrorists invaded the capital.
It was damn near more Spanish than Mexican.
The cops didn't let them in. You see them breaking the window, you see them getting in.
Spanish than Mexican.
You had
almost, you know?
1,000 people
In
breaking in.
Spanish,
You know, the zombies. What are you gonna do? You know, how many bullets you carry? How many people can you shoot in the head?
the percentage. I was like, damn, bro, you're not
You go, all right, go ahead, motherfucker.
That's a grand dom, bro.
It gets to a point where, what are you doing as kids? You know, you're protecting something. There's 1,000 people.
Earl, like,
How many people were there? How long did it take for the cult leader to call anybody to go and back up the people who were getting invaded?
Yeah, that's crazy, yo.
all these
I mean, it's crazy to live in a reality where there's excuses to reality to make their alternate facts reality. But shit happened. We saw it. It's on video. You can contest. You can pretend it didn't happen because it's on video. It happened. We saw it. It's there. Fuck me. They were not Antifa. They were cult members doing that shit. They were there to stop the transfer of presidency from one president to another. They were there trying to stop that shit. What do you call that? That was an insurrection. They motherfuckers did that, motherfuckers. When you see that and you don't think that's what it was, then it's like, how can you deal with those people? The people are just fucked in the head. That shit is on video. Film from the people who did the acts. How can you deny that? I mean, you can pick a couple of videos there that looks like the police let him in, and like again, you get 1,000 motherfuckers going your way. What are you gonna do? You fear for your life, motherfuckers. How many cops were beat? We're talking about cops that died. You know, one died from it, once there, another died from suicide later on. Two cops. So that's not there's wrong with the cops dying, right? So you care about the police, motherfuckers. You don't care about the police. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with you? You care about the police, you don't care about the police? Where are you at? Everything changes depending on what your cult leader tells you to care about, and that's what you gotta think about. Do you care about reality, or you care about what your cult leader tells you to do? And then same going back to my main point before things get lost. That is how the fuck the Nazis got to where they were because they admired their dictator to the point where they didn't care what they had to do. In their minds, the gymnastics they had to do to ignore reality. And that's why conservatives that are from cult members are fucked in the head. That's why there is no way you. I mean, the only thing would be sending them to re-education camps to realize that they were fucked in the head, you know? But as far as things are, they are the enemy because they love a dictator more than they even love their own religion. One of the number one things about what they claim to be Christianity is do not idolize, no idols. That's why fucking Protestant or the other things besides Catholicism were created, all the other Christian sects. Because they claim not to be like the Catholics, having statues of all the saints. Because that was idolatry, and idolatry is a sin. And motherfuckers are to claim to be Christians are idolizing Trump. Idolatry is a sin. So what the fuck? Jesus Christ, man. You can even deal with them on their level because they will find excuses against gymnastics. Fuckers should go to the Olympics in gymnastic Olympics because fucking logical fallacies. But I digress, perros. I kept you waiting. I wanted this to be a 20-minute chug, but fuck it, let's just make it a 18-minute chug. Literally, you have to record shows or watch them when they're on air, you know? Like, literally, like, you have to watch it when it's live, on the air, in the moment, you know? And then whoever else caught it and shit across the nation. Oh, fuck. And saw them at work and shit. You can feel the gas going in. Fuck the shit. You go one more time. They actually watched it or something, you know? Otherwise, it's like, but you'd watch stuff like that, and I'm like, that's also, they had a section that would be like, new on video. And then they would put like a bunch of highlighted movies. Like, these are great movies to watch. Fuck the police. They had like, oh. Fuck all the cult members and their cult leader. And the cult leader's Nazi. I would find myself at that age. Rocket CEO and electric car CEO. Fuck the guy.